guys, welcome back to Linda's Pantry. So this weekend I'm up here with my husband, trying to spoil him a little bit while he's off hunting and making a beautiful dinner, but I decided that we'd have dessert tonight. So on a little lighter side, because I'm not a great big sweets eater, and really neither is he. He does have a sweet tooth though. I'm gonna do a lemon cake. We're gonna do it in the microwave because the oven in the travel trailer, it's very sketchy on how to bake things, and I just don't want to do a cake in there. So we're going to do the cake in the microwave in my bundt pan that can go in there. I'm going to do a lemon cake, and then I'm just going to put a really lemony glaze on it. It's going to sink into that cake and be delicious. So if this inspires you to stay with me, and I hope it does, go down in that About section below, check out the links that I've left for you, my Wild Tree website, as well as my Facebook page, and go there, hit like on that page, maybe share this video on your Facebook page, and see how easy it is to make a delicious cake in the microwave in 12 minutes, and some really simple icing. Okay guys, let's go make a cake, come on. Alright, so I've got my bowl here, I've got my lemon cake mix, and that's what I'm going to use for this. And I'm going to try my hand at doing a pudding filling on this, just because I know Michael likes that kind of stuff, and it'll make the cake extra special. So, that being said, we've got the lemon cake mix, and then instead of adding water, I'm going to add buttermilk, and it calls for a cup of water. So I'm going to replace that with a cup of buttermilk. And that's a ½ cup measure. So we've got that. It calls for 3 eggs and a ½ cup of vegetable oil. So we'll do a ½ cup of oil. That's going to keep that cake really moist as well. But to add a little bit of moisture punch and another layer of flavor, I'm adding 1 box of sugar-free, instant, fat-free cheesecake pudding. Yum! And then you've got 3 eggs. Last but not least, 3 eggs. So we just get that in there. This couldn't be easier. Now you want to grease your bundt pan. I don't flour it. I guess you could, but I don't. I'm not going to, because I want the cake pretty porous on the edges. And then you're just going to get in here, pop those yolks, and get this all mixed up, and then it's going to go into the bundt pan in the microwave. Now I haven't done a cake in this microwave up here, so my home microwave, it's 12 minutes. I'm gonna try it for 12, and we'll see if a toothpick comes out clean, if that's enough time. And there's your batter. Isn't that pretty? Now you could add extra lemon flavor, but we're gonna add that fresh citrus glaze on top with fresh lemon, which just makes my mouth water. I love lemon. So I'll probably taste this cake for you, because I don't know how I could resist. It's so pretty. That pretty lemony yellow. And it's going to have that rich kind of cheesecakey flavor in there as well. Okay, so I've got the cake in the bundt pan. It's going in the microwave. I'll let you know for how long. Get that off there, or it'll just burn on there. And every microwave's going to be different, but the standard for this is 12 minutes. So we'll be back when the cake is done. Actually, we're going to be back to show you how I do the frosting. Well, 12 minutes in this microwave worked just as well. You can see how it's pulled away from the edge here. I'm going to let this cool completely because I want it to come out, but I tested it with a toothpick, and it's springy. It smells like lemon. It's going to be such a nice light dessert. So, but remember, I'm going to try to fill this. That was kind of a second thought. I'm going to try to fill this with a creamy pudding, but so I need it completely cooled. Meanwhile, while it's cooling, I'm going to go ahead and make my frosting. So I'm going to set this over here to cool. After it cools about 10 minutes, you can flip it over onto a plate. So here I have the zest of 1 lemon, and I've got my lemon right there. I'm also going to juice that lemon into this frosting, but you're going to want to get a bowl and a spoon, and I'm going to do about a half a box of confectioner's sugar. I think that's all I'll really need. So about a cup, maybe a cup and a quarter, something like that. You don't want too much frosting because you're just going to glaze this down over and going to give it a lemony brightness. So we put our grated lemon peel in there, and I just grated that down on a paper towel because that's what I have. And now I've got the lemon itself. Get whatever seeds you can out of it before you start squeezing down into your frosting. The ones you can see, and go ahead and squeeze down over your clean hand so you do catch any seeds that might have just right then, just one popped. If you have a citrus juicer, that's good too, but I don't. I just have my hands. So go ahead and get the other one, and if you don't feel like it's enough juice, you can always taste it before you're done. But I think 1 will be enough, and I lost a seed there. Make sure you roll your lemons before you start this. So you're going to go ahead and mix your sugar and lemon juice together. Oh, yum. It's so delicious. Perfect for what I'm asking for. So that's my frosting, and I'm just gonna glaze that right down over the top. Okay, so now that our cake has had some time to cool and rest, it's cool to the touch, we're gonna go ahead, and what I like to do is go around the edge first before I cut all the way through, and then get in here and cut a top, your top off. So maybe the top ½ inch. So when you put it back on, it's still going to hold together in one piece. You don't want it all falling apart on you, and you don't want anybody to know there's a surprise in there. Then you've got to take another plate, and we use the plate trick to get this turned over. And then the heavier bottom you can actually pick up without losing it. So there's your topper. Okay? Flip your cake back over. Now we've got our bottom part. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop out a trough. And I hope you can see this well enough. Let's see if I get this way. So you're just going to come in here and scoop out a trough so you can fill that with the pudding. There we go. And you're going to go all the way around. So we'll do that, and as soon as we get that done, I'll bring you right back and we'll show you how we fill it with pudding, put the top on, and then get this iced. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put our pudding. See, I've got a nice little trough that I've spooned out, and you're just going to spoon in your pudding. And you could make this pudding, you could, all I did was buy little pudding cups for this, and I figured 4 would be more than enough, and it looks like maybe even 2 or 3 is going to be plenty. And this is going to be just a nice little surprise inside. And what a fun thing you can do. You can do this, when you're camping in your RV and have a special dessert time. And I don't mind even if it gets up on this ridge, because it'll help glue the top to the bottom a little better. So 2 goes around, and then number 3 is going to glue it together. So we overfill that trough, kind of get some up on the edge there. Not enough to show what's in there, but enough to help glue that top down. And that is just perfect. Give it a nice lemon custardy kind of filling. And you could make a custard. You could do whatever you wanted with this. I almost wanted to fill it with blueberries. So now I'm going to put my top back on, and you got to really be careful when doing this, because your top is much weaker than your bottom. You don't want it to break. And you can adjust it so it looks like it's all in one little piece there, just like that. And then you get your frosting here that we've got. And we're just going to go right down like that and let it run. And the cake's no longer warm, so it's not going to run a whole lot. But we'll get it to... Yum. I love lemon, so this will be a fun treat for me because I can have a little piece of this. I'm not a big sweets eater, but I like the tanginess of the lemon. Look what a pretty cake and how easy this was. And if you had some glitter, you can get edible glitter on the internet. That's always fun to dress it up. I don't have any though. So there's my cake. I hope this inspires you. Okay, so finally we're going to have a taste of this cake. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a small piece because I'm not a big sweets eater, as you guys know. So I'm just going to cut one little rib of this to show you what it looks like and give you an idea here. Come up underneath and pull your knife up. Oh, look at that lemony filling. Yum. I'm going to get this over on a plate. Ah, it's beautiful. And I'll switch places. So here we have our cake, and it's ready to just dive in here. I'm going to go ahead and get a piece. See what we have. That icing is delicious. Let's get one with some of that pudding on the inside. That's a nice little surprise. I'm going to say for this microwave, though, the edges got a little bit more done, I think, than I'd like. So next time, I'll only go 10 minutes and then check it, or maybe even 9 minutes and check it. I mean, it's still soft, but it's not as soft as the center. So, dip it in some pudding, and there you go. It's lemony. It's moist. It's absolutely delicious, and what a fun cake to have when you're out in your RV or you're at home. Anyway, so I hope this inspires you to step outside the box you might be in, try to dress up a box cake mix a little different, and try a new dessert, because this is absolutely delicious. And as always, guys, I hope I see you next time. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and share this on your Facebook page. All right, guys, I'll see you next time with another delicious recipe. God bless.